Hello and welcome to today's reading for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine and the current union energies going on for Twin Flames. So yeah, today is going to wrap up July, or maybe by the time you're watching this, August has already started for you. So yeah, it's nice to check in, see like where it is that you've kind of met with whatever goals you set for the month, and also have compassion for yourself with anything that didn't go according to your goals or your plans. And remember, it's always very important to release expectations so that you can actually receive what it is that the divine really would like for you to the divine always wants to give you what's in your best interest, and in truth always is giving that to you. So just choose to receive it. And yeah, if something doesn't look as you thought it would right now, just surrender there and choose to receive clarity and receive the next step in that place. And we're at a good place too, because it's also the beginning of a new month. So that's kind of a nice, refreshing feeling at the same time. So yeah, just feel into that and give yourself a pat on the back for all the accomplishments that you did do, and even if that's emotional accomplishments too, maybe you just worked through a really big upset or something. That's a big deal, and that is going to help you also to attract more good stuff into your reality. So it's not just like some ethereal thing. So yeah, just keep feeling into that, and let's get started with the cards. So I have Crystal Angel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, and then I also have Notes from the Universe on Abundance by Mike Dooley. So we just have one Notes from the Universe on Abundance to kind of like give us kind of a life purpose reading for the beginning of August going on here. And also I did do a reading for the whole month of August, and it's on the Twin Flames Universe channel, so I'm gonna link it above as I'm saying this, so you can click on that and check it out if you'd like to. So yeah, let's start with the middle card and see like kind of, this is going to give us a taste of like what we're going into for August too. So it's also setting that tone as well as just like being, the current daily reading. Oops. Oh, let's leave that card a little bit. It really wants to be shown too. So it says, eternity is a really, really, really long time. I think we'll be able to squeeze everything in. Relax. Peace and blue jeans, the universe. Well, that's a pretty clear message, right? And this picture's very relaxing as well, and you could kind of hear me how I was talking about time and everything, and you can see how this card is replying back. Hey, it's actually time to not focus on what's ahead or behind, but to really focus on the right now and to relaxing into the moment and allowing yourself to release any barriers to be able to relax into deeper peace. And relaxing doesn't necessarily mean that you're just like sitting around relaxing, right? You could be very busy and relaxing. You could even be running and still feel very relaxed. So yeah, you can just feel into what that means for you. But this is a very important message, I would say, for August. And just if you do feel yourself getting kind of caught up in what's not happening, eternity is a really long time, and that's in truth how long you have. And that's what's so great about Ascension coaching, which is what I do. I'm a certified Ascension coach, and the upsets that I help you heal, that I help my clients heal, are upsets that are eternally going to change and shift your reality, because it's an eternal healing that you're doing. It's not just kind of in the moment or like sort of like a more temporary kind of life coaching approach. You're healing the core of the fear or the upset. And so this is also saying, like, don't be afraid of the big things that it is that you need to heal. And that if something feels like it's taking a really long time, it might be because you're healing something that is a big deal. And it doesn't need to take a long time just because it's like that, right? Like, there's no miracle big or small, and there's no healing big or small. But also, just like hold space for yourself. Gosh, you would hold space for someone else, right? So make sure you hold that same space for yourself that you would hope to for someone else, because in truth, you can't truly love from a place that you're not loving yourself. You can't give from where you can't give to yourself, and all of that, and have it remain balanced and sustainable. So just keep that in mind, and if you feel like wearing some blue jeans, well, there you go. So let's move on. We'll just do the middle cards first, since it feels like this card really wants to say hello. So, balancing masculine and feminine energies. Ametrine. Allow your feminine side to creatively inspire you and your masculine side to give you confidence. So if you're on the twin flame journey and, watching all the DM and DF readings, you may kind of get or completely get that one twin flame is actually embodying and in essence the divine masculine, and the other one is the divine feminine. And that's different from some teachings, where you're supposed to balance your energies and everything. But the truth is that you don't need to balance your divine masculine and your divine feminine. You just need to balance the one that you are, and then release what isn't yours. So, like, if you're the divine feminine, you very well may be holding on to false masculine energy and trying to overdo in a way that is kind of like you attempting to put yourself in a more masculine state, and it may have seemed to have served you at one time, but this card is really asking you to release that. Same thing for the divine masculine too, right? Like, if you need to step it up and really like embody your masculinity, it's not like something that feels bad, right? Like, it's something that actually feels good. Like, you don't want to try to hold on to your twin flames energy. So it can go both ways. And in your heart, yes, at your core you are, your whole consciousness is both, because you combined are one, you and your twin flame. But you don't need to be both of you. You just need to be your individual self, and that's what attracts your twin flame to you. And of course, there are more things that we think of in this world as masculine or feminine, and it's safe to really explore in those places and find the truth for yourself of how it is, that your essence is kind of relating to whatever. So for instance, Mars is in everyone's birth chart. But Mars is known for being a more masculine kind of energy or planet, whatever you want to say in the story of Mars. But but obviously, it doesn't make you masculine to have Mars in a certain sign or something. So, but there is a story that's a masculine story to it, and you might relate to the masculine in a certain way, and in that area. And there might be something feminine there for you too that you've thought of as masculine. For instance, just because you like to use tools or something like that, that doesn't make you a man or a woman. I personally don't very much enjoy putting things together. It makes me very upset, and I tend to mess up, but I'll do it if I have to. But, you might either way, relate to what I'm saying, or you might just love it, or at least enjoy the challenge more than me. So it's just safe to be who you are and not try to pin yourself, in a certain way, as the DM or the DF, I'm the divine feminine, so I guess I have to paint my nails. Well, if it feels good to paint your nails, then do that. And if it doesn't one day feel good anymore, then then probably don't do it. so let yourself express yourself from like, just how you want to be expressed, and explore. And if there's any way, that you're just not certain, or it comes to your consciousness that you're not certain if you're the divine masculine or the divine feminine, because sometimes, and it's often enough, that the DM is in like a divine feminine body, like in a feminine body. So if you've just always kind of had a feeling, or like things are just becoming clear, or you think your twin flame is someone, that you didn't realize, or, something, if anything like that is there for you, just know that it's safe to explore that, and to get clear for yourself, because you're gonna feel much better ultimately, like in being your divine self, no matter what body you're in. And on the way to, getting very clear there, things are likely to come up too, and that's really cool, because it might just be that you just go on the exploration and you are basically who you thought you were, yes, I'm the divine feminine, like I explored every facet of everything. But in that exploration, you're bound to find things that you didn't realize about yourself, and you're also bound to get closer to your divine masculine in exploring that possibility, or even just exploring, like more of yourself. So don't be afraid to dive, more deeply into that. And again, this goes both ways. And so this is your union really coming together on a deeper level. Like I just get that picture of like the deep ocean, where things, are kind of, they have a different quality to them, right? Well, your union goes all the way to the core, right? And there is oneness there is harmony there. So it's definitely like a deep healing in your choice to find out who you are, from a place of love, basically. And then this also says creative and confident. So just remember to embody those things, especially Leo season is all about creativity and confidence. And again, I can definitely see how these qualities could speak to feminine or masculine, but of course, like we all, in truth, are confident and creative beings. So just feel into that for you and how that applies to yourself. So let's move on to the divine masculine card. And for this card, we have Love Life Rose Quartz. Very nice. New or renewed romantic love is here for you. And what this brings up is it might feel really delightful, but it can also bring up a lot of upset with your twin flame when there is a rekindling, or maybe a brand new kind of love, a new sense of romance within you. Could even just be, you going deeper with romancing yourself, but you are bound to have upheaval, and you are bound to have, even upsets as you get clearer on your romantic desires here, and also on your true connection with your twin flame, and going deeper with choosing it and committing to it. Then like the stuff that you haven't fully looked at yet is going to be looked at, and it may not be pretty, in the moment, but it doesn't mean you should run away, because in choosing to work through it, it's much easier, and it's not really like, it's not a big deal, like you can make it into a dramatic big deal, and you can also make love into a dramatic big deal, but love is just the truth. And so when you're just choosing love, the upset stuff's not going to be a big deal, and the love is certainly not going to be a big deal, because it's already like the deal. So it's a very positive card for the divine masculine, and very heart opening as well, and very gentle. So it's safe to be your whole self, and to accept yourself for who you are and for where you are right now. And the divine feminine card is multifaceted. It's a funny, like, trolley card to end the reading on, but it's okay. Titanium rainbow quartz. There are many layers and dimensions to the situation or person you're asking about. I wonder who you might be asking about, Divine Feminine. Could it be your Divine Masculine? I don't know, maybe. And what's his card? Yeah, so, you know, you may be in a deep kind of exploration of romantic love within, and you might have some things coming up to the surface that, you know, even some of them may be fairly uncomfortable or volatile feeling. And if that is the case, just choose to love yourself and to keep going and move through it, because you know, on the other side of an upset, of a resolved upset, is going to be upheaval, and on the other side of upheaval is just going to be more of this, of your love life. So you're kind of, you know, you're doing the work here, and the Divine Masculine is feeling the love life, and that's a good thing. So there's like some space holding going on, and yeah, just don't be afraid to go into those layers. And it also speaks to this card right here. And if you recall the first card, I think we'll be able to squeeze everything in, relax. Eternity is a really long time. So just keep relaxing into deeper peace as you do, you know, uncover the layers here. And remember that miracles are real. And so if you are experiencing something, like you're receiving something, sometimes you can get an upset or grumpy or not, like, you know, have kind of a disbelief that you're actually receiving your good. So yeah, it's safe to realize that and to choose to just have compassion for yourself in those places, and to indeed choose to receive and choose to be in service with the divine, so that what you're receiving is serving you, but also it's serving your union and serving everyone, you know, who is around you, because you're raising your vibration, and that's very, you know, that's healing to everyone. Yeah, so that's going to conclude today's reading. Definitely check out the links below. If you'd like to work with me, then you can click the link below. So yeah, just check that out. Go to the description. You can click on the link, and you can book an intro session on my calendar. It's super easy. And I also do readings and all, you know, everything else you can check out too. I just finished a DM and DF reading. It was really juicy. A personal one for someone. And subscribe too if you haven't yet and you would like to. I love to see you know, this little community growing, and I also would, you know, really invite you to Twin Flames Universe and the book, you know, to get you started with the mirror exercise. It's down below if you want to check that out too. So anyways, I think that's all I have to say for now. Happy August to you, and I will see you soon. Love you. Bye.